Come, now. Just don't be loud.
You won't regret this. I will show you how majestic, how authentic, how exotic this place is.
Oh, wow! That is relatable!
Oh, come now, let's be honest here. You know this was going to be what will happen into this story. Spoiler alert! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Goosebumps HorrorTown. This is part 3 to the 12 Screams of Christmas. The last update of 2020, the Christmas season. And so far, we've been interested with some interesting an interesting story, let's put it that way. Namely, we've been really focusing our attention on with Susie, our main character here. This is another piece that Playboy Vampire has done, and I've been enjoying showing their artwork because they really kind of fit the weird narrative of. But this was a scene that I kind of highlighted near the end with her and Theo interaction. I figured that'd be a cute thing to show off. But we're not talking about Susie because, you know, believe me, there's a lot more to talk about with her in this. But we're going to be focusing our attention on the ghost with the most, that of Mr. Marcus. Mr. Marcus is the main antagonist, I guess, kinda in the story originally. In the whole point, though, you know, it's weird. He's basically the father figure, and he's in this book. He's the main focus. There is actually a drawing that Vampire did here, which I'm going to show off, and I'm going to bring up Blonde Wolf's art again that I've showed part 2. It's because they also drawed him as well as Susie, so I figured show them off again. But yeah, Mr. Marcus, you know, comes within his tomb. It's a somewhat interesting area he comes with to show that he's dead, and quite a scary figure, combining both the book cover and whatever this is supposed to be. Yeah, so anyways, as I mentioned before, the main focus of the scene, though, is their house, the Marcus Mansion. And you can see in the details of where the little well hole is, where the parent, Flora, died in, or fell, or whatever you'd like to refer to it as. And there is no definition of what Flora looks like, but this is her doll, so we're just going to pretend as if this is, like, anytime we talk about her, this is what we're representing it as, so yeah, there's that. Yeah, but one thing I did want to mention, though, was I mentioned before about the monsters, the sub-monsters, which are the twins, Abe and Ned. So, Abe is the one with the scarf, while Ned is the one with the hat and the vest kind of thing going on here. So you got to see what these two look like in the portrait, as well as what they look like as their selves here. The reason I know this is because of background information, looking at the files and what they're named. So I kind of know which one's Ned, which one's Abe. So now you know, if you're ever curious on which twin is which, there you go. It's interesting how they've kind of made sure that each one is slightly different from the other, so I'll give them that one. That's actually quite nice. But yeah, that's about it. So let's just go ahead and dive right into the gameplay, because there's a lot to talk about with the memes. Oh boy. So we start off with Scarameter milestone being completed, and this is just for a few things. One of them is for a future episode right here that I've done, but it's also because of Marcus as well as Susie's questline. I needed to do a Scarameter milestone, which I've done. And with that being said, we'll click on Marcus himself here, and we're going to click on Susie and see what the story, where we left off as. So, here we go.
Excuse me, you can't be singing here. Gordon, this is very unlike you. What's this? I don't know what's happening, Eugene. I'm suddenly loving to sing. It's Christmas, my old friend.
Oh great, he's infected too.
Afternoon, good sir. We are your new Christmas friends. Would you like to hear a song? To share a cookie? Dance? To hug? To laugh? To roll in the snow?
Shh! Stop this. Get out of my... Whoa. It's Cookie. I'm suddenly so happy. What are we waiting for? Let's celebrate.
Oh great.
I told you, Drool. This girl's a nightmare. She seems cute, but have you seen that Mortman? Happy? Really?
Yes, Master. She's indeed cute, but creepy. But cute at the same time. I'm dizzy.
By the way, why did they give Susie Snowflake a chickmunk voice?
Have you noticed, Dustin? Mrs. Stark is acting strange. She's so... happy.
This is probably taking a little bit ahead of the curve, but we'll see about that in part 4.
I'm sorry, Lucy, but that's not a bad thing. I think. I have to go now. I promise you, something else will happen. Then we'll look for clues. Catch you later.
Your friend's right. Lucy, is it? I'm Susie, and I need one more for my Christmas celebration. One more? What are you talking about? I have to go home now. I'm sorry. Wait, please come with me. Pretty bitty please with Christmas trees. And look, I have an extra present for you.
See, this is where the Christmas weird animation present comes into play. Now you know. Alright, place the frozen pond, have her do the skating, and then obtain some Gronks. So, be fun indeed. So, now that we got that going on for ourselves, let's go ahead and just go here. And, well, we have to wait for that to go on here. But let's go ahead and see what the main story is, because finally, Marty's finishing opening up his presents again.
That awful Reggie Bayfield. He gets on my nerves. There's no one else capable of doing that. Oh no. Maybe there is.
Mr. Piccolo, is that you? Oh, I've been wanting to tell you how sorry I was when we postponed that play of yours twice in a row.
Yeah, that's kind of sucky for him, isn't it?
Mortman. Never mind.
Sure you're okay? You seem a bit tense. You know, the Phantom of the Auditorium is indeed a very nice play.
Oh, no. I cannot hear this. This is too much. How he dares. I'm sorry, Mortman. I have to go. See that girl over there throwing glitter to people? She's waiting for me. Sorry.
Wait, she's throwing glitter at people? Oh, now it makes sense of why they're starting to hypnotize. After she says pretty bitty please, she just glitter bombs everybody. A new turns of events, I say. Oh dear.
You're welcome. Christmas glitter does not get better.
Susie, leave that woman alone. Alright, you can help me. But stop that nonsense. We're in a hurry. My play needs the perfect place.
Dear sir, you won't regret. To explore with me, you'll not forget.
Oh no, she's rhyming. Like every other Christmas tradition, rhyming will kill me. I cannot stand for this rhyming because now I am slowly dying.
Indeed, I won't. Come on. Where are we heading first?
Let me think. I've heard you say something about a crypt. Over here. Let's go. It will be hard. We'll need to ask. Pretty bitty please with Christmas trees.
I'll do anything. I'll say whatever you want me to say. Pretty bitty please with Christmas trees.
He says Betty. Pretty Betty. Alright, get some Susie Joy, have her shop around town, place the third scream, which we have because of the bundles. And she's ready to do it again, so great, I have to wait for her to get done and then do it again, because screw my life, I guess. There's a lot of different places to get to Susie Joy, but I'll show you how to get it through the Nutcracker Workshop. But yeah, weird acts. I'm assuming that wasn't really a typo, that was more so just them, just the weird way of them just saying it. That's my bet. I bet that's just how he says it, you know. It wasn't a typo by accident, but this is the third scream. Something interesting about these scares, I don't know if I failed to mention this, but I'll mention it here again just in case. But you'll notice that each scream actually gives you like a certain percent of scares, and it goes up and up. What's funny about it is that for the first one gives you like 10, and it's like an hour, and then it goes up and up. Yeah, so it's like 3, 3, 3. So then it goes up and up and up until you get to the 12th scream, which is giving you a whole lot more. I'm not sure how much more, but it's a lot more regardless. But yeah, we need to put the pond. Now the pond is weird because this is how it looks. I dig the look of everything, and there's like creepy hands and whatnot down on the floor there. But what's weird about it is that whenever, say, Susie, or when, what you'll see later on, when Curly goes on there, you'll notice that the thing just ends up either growing or shrinking. Like, just watch this when Susie gets in over here. Look what happens to the pond. It'll just change. Alright, here she is. See? Look, it grew. Added more stuff, and then this is her little animations of skating back and forth. At least she's wearing skates, by the way. I'll give them that. I mean, you would think that they would just be doing it on their own, but no, she actually has skates on, so she's not that magical, unfortunately. But, oh yeah, and this is what Mr. Marcus looks like. Terrifying. As if that's not scary enough, he has a horrifying form. Like, why? But there you go. Horrendous. But anyways, something to mention though is you'll notice here a lot of these houses, like say Piccolo's studios, you actually need like he drops the mouse, but you need their studio, you need Mr. Piccolo as well as need the Susie in order to get stuff done, because you know the mouse is gonna be a pain to use, and I need mouses, so you know in order to get this done I'm gonna have to wait until the other one's there. And here we have the Gronks, and I believe after the Gronk is done, we'll get the Gronk plush, and then we'll hit Susie, and we will be done with her quest, and we'll continue on with the story as per usual. And something interesting, I'll talk more about the Gronks in part 4 and the final one, because they make a brief appearance near the end of this video here. However, their main focus will not be mentioned until like near the end, like the whole climax or the final conclusion will come near there, because they're going to be partially to blame with what's going to go on here. That and Susie, as I joked about in the beginning with the Always Sunny parody. Man, that's a show. I have not seen that show a lot. I'm just familiar with the memes from it. It's good. It's an interesting show, I'll say that, from what I've heard from people. And, whatever. Alright, so we got the Gronks done, so let's just go over to the Gronk area, and let's just collect the plushie. And there it is. Anyways, with this plush, we're gonna continue on. Oh my god! What happened to you?
Christmas is so fun! My favorite holiday! What now, Susie? Why isn't the whole town celebrating in the streets?
Oh god, she's turning into her. Oh no, it gets worse, by the way, when you see what happens to poor Mrs. Dark.
That's exactly my point! There's not too much celebration in Christmas season! Let's spread the joy!
Oh no, it's an infestation. She's spreading the virus of holly jolliness. Santa's virus.
Oh, Susie, what have I done? I'm losing time? Come with me. My friends will come. Excellent! More Santa's favorites children!
Oh god, now they're Santa's favorite children? What, you work for the fat man? This was Chris's doing all along.
I can't stand this bunch of holly jolliers. Slappy, Gordon, Mortman, even Lucy's rhyming. Ugh.
Hey, it was your fault you started us last year in my event. Now it's payback.
Revenge is bittersweet, my friend.
Be careful, Master. Don't get too close. It seems contagious.
Yeah, when you see what happens to Mrs. Dark, it's hilarious, unless you see my thumbnail.
Oh no! She's coming toward us! Run, boy, run!
Hey, you two! I'm Susie! We're here to sing you a song, a fine carol. Pretty Betty, please come with me. La 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 la.
Great, she's butchering that song now.
Nothing can catch me in my skate. Let's go! Run, 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 run. Master? Master?
That was easy. Who else wants to join us?
Oh no, Curly's gotten infected. Well, I mean, it was nice knowing you, buddy.
Oh boy. I'm sorry. You know I just can't say no to ice skating. Whee!
It's not Wii as in W-E, no, it's Wii as in he's playing the Nintendo's Wii. Someone made a boo-boo. Have her do the carols and fill the scarometer. Oh boy, we got one of these things again. This is gonna be... That's fantastic. Oh look, she gives me the Susie joy, which is something. But yeah, this is her last animation with her just basically doing whatever this is. I guess this is her dance. That's an interesting dance. I wish to see this in Fortnite, huh? You know, because they like to take dances away. Whatever. Yeah, it's a bunch of stuff. I'm surprised I didn't use the sad face for Curly for that one, but whatever. Yeah. Again, I guess it's a correctable error with the whole Wii thing, but what can you do? What can you do? Right, yeah, as I mentioned before, if you want to be surprised at me being surprised with what happened to Mrs. Dark, if you didn't catch this already, yeah, the thumbnail for this video probably spoiled it for you, so, yeah, ooh, I can't wait to talk about when that happened.
Where are we? Egypt?
Oh good, it's Prince Karoo. Nice seeing you back again, big boy. What have you been doing?
Can we see your nice place, good mommy, sir? Please, please, please. Pretty bitty please with Christmas trees.
Great, even the mummy can't even... See, this is what I'm talking about. She's OP. In any monster you think of, she just convinces them to do whatever she wants. The only good thing about her is that the fact that she just makes you just like Christmas. Imagine it was something else.
Thank you so much. May your holly jolly holiday be snowy.
Yeah, I wish our town was snowy, Susie, but unfortunately we only got snow on trees.
Forget this nonsense. Take me out of here. A mummy? It had nothing to do with my masterpiece. It's ridiculous. No offense, Mr. Mummy. Let's roll out, girl.
You get it? Because he's in a wheelchair. I'll see myself out now. Yeah, spoiler alert, he is in a wheelchair. A weird fancy wheelchair to say the least. It'll be very interesting to talk about him in part 4, but for now, let's go ahead and continue on with our little adventure, shall we?
How silly. This is the place. Ooh, it needs some decorations. Let me fix that. Garlands, a Christmas swing, maybe some candles.
Are you mental? This is a cemetery. How could this place help anyone?
Excuse me, that's incredibly rude. I demand an apology. Ha! Gotcha! Old man, you should have seen your face. It was like you've seen a right. Well now, what do you want with my fine place?
Oh, young ghost, the great phantom of Christmas past. We need a powerful location for a play. Pretty bitty plays with Christmas trees.
I'm really getting annoyed at that catchphrase.
Okay, calm down. Come in. I guess you can snoop around a little, but don't move any bones.
Place the Gronk display, which we already did. Get some plush, we already did. Get some spirit boards, which we've already done. Alright, so it's a bunch of this stuff, which is nice. If you've already done the other quests, you probably got this done already, but whatever. We're playing with the story as if this never happened before. So we'll have the Gronks go ahead and play again, the little Sesame Street Muppet monsters. So, interesting thing. When they were talking about putting a decoration, the whole graveyard thing, I'm kind of reminded of the grand prize for the Shop Till You Drop Dead, which was the Christmas tree of the past, or of Christmas past, whatever it was. The Spirit of Christmas Tree Past, that's what it was called. That item, that's a little Christmassy themed, right? Maybe that's what she's gonna do with Marcus, Andrew's thing. By the way, I've also remembered the ghosts eat dogs, so that's kind of morbid to think about.
However, being a silly ghost wasn't enough for me. Me home kept calling me, and when the twins appeared there again, oh, it was very strong feeling.
Me home keep calling me. Me say you know grammar good too. 100%. English good.
Does that mean you were not always this calm?
Oh no, my girl. I was very dramatic. Maybe I should say sorry to all those people. But everyone from that time is gone.
Yeah, they're dead, unless they turn into ghosts. That would be very awkward if that was the case.
I would love to see the old scary Marcus. Yes! Maybe we can have a little payback in this town after all we've been through.
I don't know. It's not okay. And also, it's been so long. Although, maybe just for some little scaring. Do you have someone in mind?
I feel bad for Marcus. Me home keeps calling me. What kind of grammar is that?
Agatha, please, calm down. There's no one here. We are completely alone. Look, I even brought my Santa suit.
Oh, great. I guess his influence with Susie's still there. He got a Santa suit of all things.
Here we come.
What in the name of... I'm sorry, Eugene. I can't do this. I know it can seem strong, but that's no kids playing games. And I'm scared.
What a baby.
Maybe you're right. Let's go back to the library. I have a few books that could help us. And some delicious fudge.
Is it packed fudge?
Did you see Mrs. Marr's face? Oh, I've never seen her like that.
Yeah, it was pretty much like your face during exams. Ha ha!
Ooh, burn! Anyway, Spirit of Christmas himself, Poltergeist to school, obtain some seared candles, and reach a scarometer milestone. So, yeah, and lovely effects that's going on with this update. Explosions, memes, more memes coming up, by the way. It is not just that. Oh man, this episode is so good. This reminds me of part 3 of the Valentine's Day thing, except this one's more happy and joyful and not cringy and awkward with warning labels in the beginning. And yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Curly actually has an animation to give us this thing, and we're going to have her do that because we have nothing better to do with this man, this bag of bones. So we're going to have him do that, I guess. Right, so then we need to do this, which is going to be a while for us to do. It's not going to be important, but once we do that, Susie's thing will be done. So I might as well have him go venture out with Mr.Marcus because we need this for the main story. So there they go out and again. We get to see that is Abe, and that's Ned, I think. See, I already forgot who's who. Go back in the video and you get to see. I think Abe is the one. Yeah, Ned is the one with the hat. Abe is the one with the scarf. Gotcha. Okay. See, now real. I remember now. Okay, so that was Abe that we saw before. See, I'm smart. Yeah, sometimes I do love when the game actually does these weird grammar or weird words here. That, by the way, that's not going to be the only thing. There's one more little error. And it's weird, too, because when I was reading this, I didn't come across any errors or problems. It's only when I revisited it and looking at it is when I actually realized, oh, wait a minute, they screwed up here. Whoops! You know, a big boo-boo. That's the only time I saw it, because when I was reading this before, I was like, oh yeah, nothing's wrong here, everything's fine. My brain kind of just makes you look... It's like this weird thing where someone actually talked about... There's a video that talked about this, but whenever you put the together, your brain ends up making... You don't really read the two thoughts before unless you pay attention to it, and you're like, wait, why is it the, right? It's a weird way your brain kind of just... ignores it unless you're hyper-focus on it. And this is one of those things with this particular game. You're reading it and you're kind of like, oh yeah, I can understand what's going on here. It's only when you're reading it properly, like I'm doing, is when you start to notice some of the weirder things that start to happen and some of the weird bugs that sometimes pops in. But hey, that makes my job easier because that makes it funnier for videos.
It's so beautiful out here in the real world. Oh, Christmas. What a magical time. Come on, guys. Let's start this fight.
Oh god, now they're recreating that scene from Elf. Also, can you imagine if she came out when it wasn't Christmas time? Would she have just Christmas-fied it? Let me be honest, of course she would.
Take my snowballs, Eric. Ha ha ha. Right on the face.
Oh no. Sam, run! Brooke is coming! In that giant sled! Ha ha ha!
Merry Christmas, sir. Merry Christmas, ma'am.
Master, please don't hate me. But look at them. It doesn't seem so bad after all.
Okay, I give up. I suppose cute but creepy is good enough for this year. Merry Christmas one more time. I guess. I'll see you around.
Curly's defeated. We all know cute and scary always wins. Just like my channel's going to be. Yeah, spoiler about that. If you haven't seen the future videos of what's coming up in the year 2021, you'll understand what I meant by that. But yeah, things I have to look up forward to in the future because things are gonna be a bit slow moving forward. Not to be slow like Mr. Piccolo here, but content-wise. Yeah, I already talked about what's going on there, and in the future I'll be talking more about it, and hopefully we'll continue. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll talk more about that in the future. This is the now. The December year 20th, the last of the years, right? That's what we're doing. We're not pretending as if this is in March. Nah, this is in December 2020. Yeah, we're at the end of the year. Oh boy, I can't wait to see what the next update's gonna be. Okay, I'll be quiet now. Right, so I have enough money now that we're going to be able to get the last character, which is, it's been so long. It's almost been what is it, like 75% of the video events, and now we finally got the last character, which is Mr. Piccolo, which is a really bizarre, Christmas-fied, man, he really likes Christmas, huh? But yeah, he has a little ramp there, it's a nice little detail, and yep, this is Mr. Piccolo, there he is, in his little weird chair that kind of reminds me of Professor Xavier's from the X-Men series. Let's take a good look at you. There you go. Man, look at that hover chair. Why are you, like, how much money did you have to spend just to get this type of device? Like, you know what, maybe it's one of those things where you're looking at it and it makes it look like he has a wheel, like, it's hovering, but really there's, like, secretly wheels there. Oh, yeah, and then that's what they all look like at the end. So that's all of them all together. Yeah, so this is him, his little hovercraft, and this is him in the back. Yeah, so here's a bunch of animations. There's Y, throw snowballs, Eureka, shouting, or scouting, my bad, and script writing. So there's only 4 animations, not that bad when it comes to that. There's some weird, I did a weird thing coming up near the bin here, but I'll show that off in a minute. But anyways, let's just go over here. Where am I looking at for again? Let's see. Oh yeah, this is the thing I was talking about. Let's have Curly finally do the cheering at the parade. That's exactly what he's doing. I think they've changed that to properly being skating on the rink or something like that. But yeah, for now he's cheering at the parade. Everybody, that's exactly what's going on here. Oh man, I'm glad they changed that. But yeah, you know what? Because we're talking about him going Wii and the Wii music type of thing, let's make it appropriate. Let's have this be a little bit more of a winter wonderland while we're at here. So let's take the music off and put some Christmas music. There we go. Much better. Isn't that great, Curly? Look at you skating there. The world turning colder and colder, and oh sweet Jesus. All right. Let's just pretend that didn't happen that way. I feel like Jack Frost must have come by real quick. Man, that will be an interesting... You know what? The fact that Susie came back here, I will not be surprised if Jack Frost makes an appearance maybe next year or maybe January. I don't know. You know, it's so much... The possibilities are endless, and yet they're also limited, so... Right, and also, he's busy doing his scare, so I have to deal with Susie and her boys, and the boys... the twins, to deal with spooking, and hopefully I get my board that I need. So there's that, unfortunately. But hey, it's life with the imagination rainbow. Yeah. You know, I was trying to give Susie a voice, and I figured Chickmunk voice with cartoony, yeah, it fits. The problem is too, because like I said, I have more masculine features, so I have like, being able to go very deep is, you know, go very, very deep. It's easy for me to do, but being high-pitched, that's where my weakness comes in, right? And it's not like I have a crew of different people with different voices that I can bring out and be like, hey, I have a female friend, come here and voice this character for me. I don't got that. Oh yeah, and this is his scare, by the way. This is what he does. He's like, does this terrified thing, and this is him running away. Like, he's slow, but when he needs to be scared, he he blazes like the wind. Like, look at this hovercraft speeding all along the way. Let's get a good image. Let's just get a... Before I click on him, let's zoom this real quick. So he goes like this fast, and then he just slows down. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to see that. Also, by the way, it's weird too, because both Susie and Marcus get scared, but it's weird because they don't have animations that get scared, so I don't know why. It's weird. I think either I did... I don't know if I showed this before or if I showed it again, but whatever. Yeah, so I'm gonna have you do something while we're busy. I love the joy refill gives me the Flora dolls, and they're going to see the Marcus Mansion. This gives me the rat toys. And yeah, she's just gonna be hiding over there. Meanwhile, we're gonna go over here, and I think we're gonna look at Mr. Piccolo. Yeah, the man of the hour, the man that we've been talking about for a while. We're going to see one of his animations, the first one being Y. And when you see what Y is, you start to realize what it is. Like, I'll zoom in on the animation, but you get to see what Y is. And yeah, it's interesting. So let's go ahead and see what Y. So, alright, let's zoom in. Yep. So he does a facepalm thing, and it's gonna explain the reason why. It's okay. Sorry about that weird random cut there of the guy laughing. Man, sure Halo stuff. I'm taking a lot of his stuff away, just for jokes. But yeah, it'll make sense why he does the Y later. Like, all these animations will make sense later on, because it fits it within the story. Also, this is bizarre. This is him throwing snowballs. Now, you would think that he would stay in one place, but no. No. This is not what he does. See, look, he's going like this, and he's throwing snowballs, right? So, in this angle, it actually doesn't look that bad. Mind you, there's no snow to throw around, right? That's the weird part. But it gets weirder when he going to the up and left. Like, watch this. When he goes up and left. This is the weird part. Where's that snow? Why is the snow stuck there? And why is it attached to him like that? That's like, that is weird. I don't like that. I don't like the snow just dragging itself on the side of the hovercraft here. It's bizarre. I don't like it. Alright, we'll have them scare again because there's nothing else. I love that we're at this weird period where it's just a long period of just kind of slowly progressing before the story comes in. And then it's like a big difference when you get to the special book section, because it's literally just quickly getting through the stuff and that's it. A lot of the downtime of just waiting around trying to get everything is usually cut. And it's weird that when you get to the final part, it's like a few days or a week or so later, and then everything just goes by real quick. Oh yeah, Mrs. Dark acting strange again. Which is weird, because I believe that is a Christmas thing that happened back during the December... What was it, December or something? Oh yeah, I didn't get what I wanted, so... That's how long I have to wait. So, what was it again? It was bizarre, because there was this weird thing that kind of happened here. Oh yeah, here comes the Eureka animation, but I want to talk about this because the animation doesn't look right. I don't know, I'll let you see it, look for yourself. Like, this is normal, but when you see his face... yeah, I don't know what's with his hand? Why does he have a huge hand? Because, here's the thing. This is what it looks like right here. This is what it's normally supposed to be. This is his animation. This is what it's supposed to look like. I don't know why his hand is, like, huge. That is so bizarre. I don't like that. It's not right. But, yeah, okay, weird bugs. You know, we got from weird beak missing to just giant hands. Man, sometimes it's just not consistent.
Do you have any idea what you've done?
Oh, hi, Sharon. Where did you come from?
What now? These are my good friends, Susie and Mr. Piccolo.
Oh, good. He's also inflicted with the curse.
Friends? Oh my! Is it me or the spirit of Christmas all over town? Andrew, now that we're friends, we can go around singing
she ever calm down?
She came without the off button. I'm sorry.
Piccolo, you're not sorry. You're slowly grinning with glee with the idea of what's going on here.
Well, you know the new ghost protocol doesn't allow strangers, Andrew. You must be more responsible. If you want ghosts, go bother old Mr. Marcus.
Well, I guess she's just accepting that she's a ghost now. Well, at least, wait a minute, if she accepted that, doesn't that mean that she should move on? I don't know, this is getting sort. Don't think about it. Let's watch the movie Don't Think About It. It's a great one. R.L. Stein's classic. How many times am I gonna have to bring up that movie, huh?
Oh, the old Marcus. Maybe this will calm down that unbearable Susie. Classic move. A sad, horrible story. A story that I didn't want to tell because I'm an idiot.
Says Curly. And not mimicked by Grim.
I'm not prepared, Master. A story within this story? Is he the ghost in the house with the pit?
I love it when you're just listening to the normal story, but then you look at the other stories, and then it just makes no sense. I love when the game does that. Makes my head hurt.
Not just that. The Marcus family lost a child, Flora. While exploring their backyard, fell into that pit and went silent. They couldn't rescue her. That's why Marcus and the twins still go floating around. Marcus hates everyone, and especially children. The remainder of Flora, I think, has something to do with that.
The remainder or the reminder? This language, man.
I love ghost stories, but this is just too sad for me.
Keep it together, Cruel. When Susie comes bothering Marcus, we'll scare her away forever.
Wanna bet? Me thinks no. Alright, get to Flora dolls, place the 4th scream and the 5th scream. So, we need 4 of them, by the way. Man, Flora has a lot of dolls. Why is that? Look, fortunately for me, I have characters that will give me dolls just easy. We got the 2 premium characters from the only 2 characters from last one, which are premium, by the way. Then we have Susie that's able to drop it, and I believe Marcus. Yeah, so I have all 4 of them right here, right now. So that makes my job so much easier that I'm able to do this. Also, for some reason, he's gonna bother Susie's place, which I don't think she actually minds. So I don't know why he needs to poltergeist that place, but okay, yeah, this is what you need in order to get it. By the way, all this stuff, I'll do it just for the purpose of, again, the archival purposes, but really I didn't need to do that, but I did it anyways because, you know, I have to. I feel like I have to anyways, but yeah, so we got this going on here. And yeah, we're done with him doing his Eureka with his giant hand. And I believe we got one more animation, which is the scouting. That's that! That'll be all the animations. And what's interesting is that we're actually, at one point in the story, we are going to have to get him into the game. And when that does, and a lot of people weren't able to continue because, again, you needed to get him into the game in order to continue. Once we do that, his animations are going to be going alongside the quests as far as, like, oh, have him be like Eureka, or like, oh, why, right? Like, again, and I love this too, he has his little flashlight and he's just kind of looking around. I don't know why he's doing this, by the way. He's looking like he's just ushering some people onto their seats. That's what it makes it look like he's doing. Also, this must be a very comfy chair, by the way. A lot of people were mentioning how this guy looks like certain different characters. I have my theories on what I think he looks like and what he might be referencing. Just because of the way the chair, I know it's probably Dr. Xavier's, you know, from the X-Men, the Dr. Professor thingy. I mean, this hovercraft chair, the animation one, anyways. But I think his his whole thing, it might be a nod to somebody, but I don't know if that's the case. I'm thinking it is. I'll show you the image in question when we get to that point. And you tell me whether or not I'm on point or if I'm thinking things through. But a lot of other people were saying that, you know, they look like this character or that character. They actually were very close. They actually do, and I can see why they would remind them. But anyways, after I put this down, story's continuing.
See, Mr. P? A Christmas Sharon said. But wait a sec. We need something.
What now, kid? I'm in a hurry. This is not just a location. I still need to gather my crew. What's stopping us?
There. This. I don't know where the instructions went, but it seems to be working. We can't arrive empty-handed. Not in this wonderful time.
Oh boy, I wonder what this is going to be. Jeez, I wonder what it is.
What is it?
Gronks, of course. Gronks. Wow.
Ah, there they are. Jeez, these little things are just going... I want a Gronk of my own. I don't care if they grow. More to love. Let's all be honest, we all want Gronks as plushies. If they were able to do that as a merchandise, you know we all would want one. And yeah, I'm happy about that too.
What the heck is that noise? Twins, stop the fuss, please. I need my beauty sleep. Now seriously, who's there?
Pretty bitty please with Christmas trees. You must be the famous Mr. Marcus, my kind sir. Allow us to use your home for Mr. Piccolo's play.
Flora? Can't be.
Please, please, please. Imagine that. I can cook, maybe ham, some apple pie, mashed potatoes, or gingerbread my cookies. And we'll act all around. Please?
Oh, I never had a gingerbread ma cookie. What's a gingerbread ma cookie? Hey, chat, can someone tell me what a gingerbread ma cookie is? Or did you meant to say gingerbread man?
Yes, Flo. It's your house.
Did you hear that, Mr. Piccolo? You can make your play now.
Alright, get some mouses, place the Krampus monster, and get the weird, dead reindeer. But yeah, let me ask you a question. When you got to that part, if you got to that part, did you also saw it said gingerbread ma cookies? Or did you think that's the gingerbread man cookies? I bet it was the latter and not the former. Because I know, I was one of those people, and I read it, and I'm like, wait, what a minute, what is this? Like, that's the thing. When I act, I have to read exactly, and I sometimes missay or ad-lib or whatever, and so it's not 100% there. But sometimes I'll notice things like that, and I have to question it, like, what is this I'm looking at here? But, yeah, anyways, that will be it for the dialogue portion, because the next episode is going to be the final conclusion to everything that's going on and the craziness. But, yeah, they finally got to their location. Susie's helping him go to there, and as you see, they decided to bring the Gronks along with them, and oh boy, I wonder what will happen, huh? I wonder if anything bad will happen to Mr. Piccolo's play. Can't see anything wrong with that. Having a cartoon character that's able to just make everything so cringy, nothing's gonna go wrong there, right? Foreshadowing is so great when you've seen the future already, but yeah, so we got all that stuff going on here, and it's certainly going to be a blast when we get to the final conclusion with our spooks and all that other stuff. But yeah, that will be it here. So let's go ahead and have these characters do their thing, and when we come back into their game, we should see the new and improved, what the whole play is about to be. Maybe we'll finally get to see what this whole play was about, because I know he planned this like a year ago, and now we're finally getting to see it. I don't know why he had to go 6 months later on wanting to get this this play up and going. Very weird. The Christmas in July, or in the summer. I guess they wanted to go with the crowd down under, right? The Southern Hemisphere, they're celebrating Christmas in the Junes. Well, I mean, they celebrate winter, but, you know, I'm sure they would rather do that. I mean, yeah, I guess depending on where you live down there, you could probably get some snow. But, yeah, anyways, yeah, so we got that going on. We're going to cut a little bit to have her go in here. And, yeah, so this is her going into the house. Yeah, so she just kind of just is in there now, doing whatever. as in the story is supposed to be. So now we just have to have people get some mouses for us, and this is what we need in order to do that. And only as of right now, I believe only like one or so characters can do this for us, so it's gonna be a while. Also, we have him doing this, so it's gonna be a little longer for that to get done. But yeah, we got this going on. So, a lot of stuff to think about, and certainly this episode was certainly a fun experience, and I can't wait to go ahead and talk about the last update. Last part of the story, let's just put it that way. I guess I was just sharing with you all the items you need. So you need the little weird thing that's from the buried pyramid, so you do need that. Oh, and you also need this, which is so great. I love Andrew's graveyard. It's so great with the percentage being so bad. I also need that in order to open this thing up. But I'm going to probably open this up first things first. You'll see in a minute when we get into the future with all that cool stuff and more. But that will be it from me for this episode. So, when we return, it will be the final conclusion to the story. How will Mr. Piccolo's play commence? Well, we'll see how it goes. Until then, folks, I've been Grim, and I'll be seeing you next time for some more Goosebumps HorrorTown playthroughs. So until then, as the old saying goes, break a leg.